Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm ready to give you a special show to celebrate the day. I'm gonna make a couple recipes that'll be a fun way to celebrate. When I think about St. Patrick's Day, there's one thing that kind of comes to mind, and that's Guinness Stout. I absolutely love Guinness Stout. When I was a young adult, I was kind of obsessed with it, and I had so much Guinness memorabilia, including a fun big Guinness hat and some Guinness slippers that I just loved lounging around in. And I think in 2027, I might actually go and visit the Guinness factory and see it for myself. Well, I'm going to be using some Guinness Stout in my first recipe and make some Guinness Stout cheddar muffins. Oh, those sound so good. Let me show you how to do it. The recipe comes from this cookbook, the official Guinness cookbook. This is going to be a good recipe because it's official. Grab a bowl, 2 1/3 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Add some sea salt, mix that together. I'm gonna stir in a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. Get a smaller wet ingredient bowl, and I'm starting with 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Half a cup of plain yogurt. Half a cup of Guinness Stout. 1 egg, and mix that together. Slowly pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture and gently mix it with a wooden spoon until just combined. It's quite a thick dough. I'm just going to fill this muffin tin up with the dough about 2/3 filled. And now I cook them in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Guinness has been around for a long time. Since the 1700s, it was created by Arthur Guinness. At the halfway point, I decided to sprinkle on a little cheese on top. Guinness Stout cheddar muffins, they actually look pretty great. They say it's best to serve with a little butter. I probably should have used the Kerrygold butter and the Kerrygold cheese in making this, but I used what I had. Let's try it. That cheese is amazing, and that stout definitely comes through on the tongue. It's a great way to celebrate St. Patty's Day. The St. Patrick's Day festivities are going to continue with this Guinness cheese dip. It's going to be wonderful. And it's only 5 ingredients. Grab a pan, add a 1/4 cup of Guinness, a 1/4 cup Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of butter, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm going to be cooking it on medium heat. Once butter is melted and all combined, I'm going to gradually add a bag of sharp white cheddar. Ooh, it's going to be thick. Guinness beer cheese dip. I'm serving it with some soft pretzels. Wow, it looks, oh my goodness. Look at, oh yes. Wonderful. It is the perfect way to celebrate. I am super excited about this last recipe. They're called magic cookies, or St. Patrick's magic cookies. I actually learned about these through watching an Emmy Made video, as well as my friend Dolores, the baking diva. She's made a version of these too. Well, they're supposed to be magic because you're supposed to bake them, and when you break them in half, they're supposed to turn green inside magically. So you know I had quite a difficult time with my recent singing cake, so I am really hoping this cookie works. We need to start with a 1/4 cup of sunflower seed butter. That's this sun butter. So yes, it's basically like peanut butter, but made with sunflower seeds. Oh my goodness. And a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. A 1/4 cup of applesauce. A teaspoon of vanilla. And an egg. Mix that together until smooth. I'm adding a teaspoon of baking soda. It's gotta be fresh. And a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. And a few chocolate chips. Mix that all together. And place them by the tablespoon onto your cookie sheet. And now we bake them at 350 for 10 minutes. They're out, unique shape. I'm just gonna allow them to cool. Magic cookies. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, let's try it. Oh my goodness! It totally turned green. That is fun! But does it taste good? I don't really care how it tastes. I'm just so excited about this color. Let's see. It definitely has a different than peanut butter taste. I know there's a little peanut butter in there, but you're also noticing a little bit of the sunflower seed butter too. And the chocolate chips give it that needed sweetness. I guess what made this magic happen is that there's chlorophyll in that sunflower butter, and that kind of mixed with the baking powder, and it created this chemical reaction that made it turn green. Who knew? Science! This video is also part of a collaboration that I'm doing with Just Cook the Damn Food called #St. Patty's Day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the St. Patrick's Day. Cheers! Why are rhinestones so popular on St. Patrick's Day? Because they're sham rocks.